How to create a certificate using a Word Mailmerge document. To create an attendance certificate, based on a Mailmerge Word document is a simple process. Firstly, navigate to the attendance tracking module, select tracking templates, then add. Follow the process as outlined in video 2. For this example, we will create a 100% attendance certificate. As this is a Mailmerge Word document, select this option in the style and the category this time will be certificate. Select the appropriate attendance to count, the from and to date. For this example, we will select from the start of the academic year. If the school wanted to create these monthly, then select the last 28 days. Then when the certificate is generated, select the date from, then it will look for students that have 100% attendance for the last 28 days. There is no need to create a template for each month. The attendance criteria for this certificate will be, attendance percentage equals 100%, as the, but not if statement, is not applicable, as this certificate is to be generated for students who have 100% attendance from the start of term and not for the last X of days. Therefore, for this example we will select none, and enter 0 in the day for the not if statement. As this letter is not following anything, we will select none and change the days to wait from 28 to 0. We will select the certificate icon for this document. Once the following details have been entered, select Save. Creating a Mailmerge document. Once the above details have been confirmed, there is now the need to create the Word document. Once the document is created, this will be uploaded in the Template tab. Open Microsoft Word and create a new document. This will need to be A4, then select the orientation. For this example, the certificate will be in landscape. Design the certificate using images and text, or potentially the school may choose to purchase one online. Or alternatively, the school may wish to use another product, such as Photoshop or Publisher, to create the certificate design. Once the design is created, or the school has purchased a template design from a company, when imported into Word, ensure that the image are wrapped behind the text. This can be done by right-clicking on the image, wrap text, then select behind text. This will then allow the school to enter the Mailmerge tokens, such as student forename, surname, registration group. Ensure that you copy and paste the tokens that can be found in the Template tab. Save the document as a docx file. Then in Tracking module, navigate to the Template tab and select Upload Word document. Once uploaded, the school will be ready to generate these certificates. To generate these, navigate to the Attendance Tracking module, Tracking Templates, then Generate. Select the template that needs to be generated. For this example, we will select 100% attendance certificates. Select the appropriate attendance date and the date to go on the certificate. Finally, select the year group. For this example we will select years 7 to 11. Then Generate Now. Once generated, a list of students that met the criteria will appear in a table, with their percentage attendance next to their name. The school can quickly scan the list to ensure that there aren't students appearing that shouldn't be. If required, to remove a student, select the student, then selected, Delete. Once deleted, the icon will be removed from the student's attendance data and the student will no longer appear on the list. Once the school are happy with this list, the school will need to make these visible to the parents before emailing them. To make these visible, navigate to the Details tab and select Publish to Parents and Students, then select Save. Once selected, these certificates can be emailed, and these will be visible to the parents or students on their portal. To email these, navigate to the Generated Reports tab, select All Students, then selected, Emailed. When emailing, schools can schedule these certificates to go out at a later time. The advantage of doing this, by scheduling, schools can preview the email before it's sent. If required and an error is discovered, the email can be deleted. If a school would like to view a generated certificate, this can be done by navigating to the Generated Report tab, locate the student, then select the link button on the right-hand side of the screen. Once selected, the certificate will appear in a new tab. Once the email has been sent to the parents, The school are able to view the status of these messages from the Generated Report tab. The school will be able to see who has been emailed and who has viewed the document, great for tracking if parents are engaging with documents sent from the school.